Hello, everyone. My name is Ramon Henry. I am the operations manager here at Merleton Robotics, and I'm excited to present our topic of discussion for the day, which is organizational communication. For our agenda, we will be discussing two main topics, which is organizational communication types and communication methods. Throughout the slide, we'll also use some practical example on how these are used. Our first communication type is indirect communication. Indirect communication is a strategic approach where thoughts or feelings are conveyed subtly or diplomatically. It also offers the benefit of expressing a message in a less confrontational or explicit manner. A business situation where indirect communication is best used is while communicating with international business partner. This is an effective method because in cross-cultural situations, it allows for a subtle and respectful message to be conveyed, considering cultural sensitivities and norms. It prevents direct confrontation or embarrassment, which is valued in cultures that emphasize pride or ego, saving face, however you want to call it. It also allows our partners to interpret messages within their own context, reducing misunderstandings. The second business situation where indirect communication is best used is when you're encouraging innovation and creativity among team members. This method is best because, or communication type rather, is best because it allows your teammate to think about and interpret creative ideas within their own context, which promotes a more inclusive approach to innovation. Moreover, indirect communication can help create a more open and imaginative environment by enabling team members to express their ideas using their skills and expertise. This can ultimately result in a more collaborative and innovative team dynamic. The next communication type is direct communication. Direct communication is a strategic approach in which clear and concise messages or instructions are conveyed to the intended recipient without any barriers. It emphasizes transparency, honesty, and clarity to ensure that the message is received and understood as intended. The business situations where direct communication is best used is when you are resolving conflict, so conflict resolution. In my world, conflicts are not a bad thing. They can be opportunity for better understanding, which is why direct communication should always be used to avoid any further misunderstandings. This allows for open, honest communication, which leads to a quick resolution. The other business situation where direct communication is best is when you are providing constructive feedback because it allows for clarity and specificity. When feedback is given directly, there is a less chance for misinterpretation or misunderstanding. This approach also promotes open and honest dialogue, which can lead to better understanding and improvement. Additionally, direct communication ensures that the feedback is delivered in a timely manner so that the recipient can take the necessary steps to address the possible issues that were mentioned during your discussions. The three main attributes of direct communication is being clear, straightforward, and timely. Direct communication is clear because it leaves little room for interpretation. It is straightforward because it's always delivered in a candid and honest manner. Finally, direct communication is timely because this type of communication tends to be straight to the point, as mentioned before, so the recipient can promptly take action to address any issues raised. This timely delivery of any feedback or communication allows for swift resolution of any issues to facilitate the process of improvement or growth. So, on to the topic of communication methods. We discussed communication types, so now on to communication methods. Our first one is email, which is short for electronic mail. is a method of exchanging digital messages over the internet. It allows individuals to send and receive messages and files conveniently. This business situation where email is best used is when you're sharing information for an upcoming event so that the recipient will have a point of reference for dates, times, and locations. Our next communication method is a business meeting. A business meeting is typically a gathering of two or more people who come together to discuss plans and make decisions related to company matters. Meetings can occur in person, over the phone, or through video conferencing. A business situation where a business meeting is best useful is when information needs to be shared across departments. Each department has an opportunity to communicate with each other and have questions answered in real time. Business meetings are also an opportunity to increase employee engagement across departments. The three main attributes of a business meeting is that it is inclusive, informative, and timely. Inclusive because it ensures that all participants feel welcome, valued, and they're able to contribute. It is informative because attendees have the opportunity to gain valuable information in full detail. And it is timely because, as we discussed before, the information is given in real time instead of waiting for responses, such as when you're sending an email. To conclude, as we discussed today, our two main types of organizational communication strategies are direct and indirect communication. The two methods that we would commonly use is either written, which is email, or verbal, which is a business meeting. And finally, that is it for today on our discussion on communication styles and methods. Welcome to the team. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you need support on anything, if you kind of decide that you want to hit the ground running with your communication style and you need some support, I'm here for you. My best communications method is email. That is the quickest way that I can get back to you. However, you can choose to call, leave a voicemail, whatever you like to do. My contact information is here. And that is it for my presentation. Welcome once again to the team.